Hey, what's up everybody, and thank you guys for tuning in to another video from On Reefer. In today's video, we are going to go over my top 5 favorite corals for beginners. Now, this list isn't going to be your typical top 5 beginner list. I'm going to throw some curveballs at you, and there are going to be some softies, some LPS, and some SPS corals in this list. So without any further ado, let's dive right into the video for today with number 5. So at number 5, we have the bird's nest coral. So the bird's nest coral is actually an SPS coral. And now I know what a lot of you guys are thinking when I say that word's SPS, or the letters SPS. Probably freaking out a little bit. Well, to be completely honest with you, a bird's nest coral is an SPS, but it doesn't quite have the same demands as, say, an acropora or even a Montipora coral. The bird's nest coral is pretty easy. It's throw it in some high flow and some high light. You're gonna have pretty good success. In my setup right here, I actually have about 10 nitrates in this tank. You know, it's pretty high. I don't run any filter, no skimmer. I just have a bag of biomedia, and that's it for this tank. And this bird's nest has been thriving for about 6 months now, and I've seen quite a bit of growth. Alright, so let's jump into coral number 4. At coral number 4, we have the Cyphastrea encrusting coral. So encrusting Cyphastrea, especially the meteorite Cyphastrea coral like we have here in the video, is a very easy and very forgiving coral. It's very rewarding too. This coral grows like a weed for an encruster. Same story with the bird's nest. Is I have this right next to the bird's nest in the same tank, pretty high nitrate tank, relatively speaking, and this thing just thrives. I mean, if you look at the polyp extension on this Cyphastrea, it is absolutely amazing. One really cool thing about Cyphastrea as well is depending on where you put it in the tank, it will have some color fluctuations. So mine has that kind of seafoam green, but if you were to move it into, say, a lower light, it would be a little bit more of a darker blue, and then moving it higher would probably look a little bit more seafoam. So Cyphastrea is a super cool LPS encrusting coral. I would highly recommend for a beginner, and it's going to make your tank look really cool, and it's going to be a coral that your friends are going to really envy you growing. So moving on to coral number 3, we have the toadstool coral. Now this is a soft coral. This is a super easy coral. It does like low to moderate flow. You could pretty much stick this thing anywhere in the tank though, and it's going to do pretty good. I've seen people stick these in highlight. I've seen people stick these in high flow, and they've all done really well. They're one of the coolest corals to watch eat. I challenge you guys all, if you get one of these, to drop some flake on it, and you will definitely see what I'm talking about. Toadstools are super cool, super rewarding, very fast growing, soft coral. Definitely recommend for beginners or for anyone. Is really cool and really popular. And another great thing about the toadstools is they're relatively inexpensive. They have been getting a little popular lately, so the prices have been going up. But where they are now, I mean, you could get yourself a good toadstool for 10 or 20 bucks. I think I got this one here for about $15. So definitely a really cool beginner coral that's really fun to watch eat. Alright, so coming in at number 2 is going to be zoas and pallies, also known as zoanthids and paleothoa. So zoanthids and paleothoa are super cool soft corals. They are highly toxic, which is the only real issue about them, so don't put them in your mouth or near pets or anywhere near any openings. But they are super easy to grow. You guys could put these anywhere from low to even moderate light and low flow, and they're going to thrive. I've had probably about 20 different zoa strands, and I think I've only ever lost one, and that was due to a peppermint shrimp eating it. And I've had really good success with zoas. They're really fun, really easy coral, and like I said, they're come in so many colors. Name any color in the rainbow and you're gonna find it in a zoa, and with probably a crazy name. And that brings us to our number 1 coral for my top 5 beginner corals. At number 1 is my all-time favorite coral for anyone. It is the mushroom coral. Mushroom corals are super easy to grow. You guys throw these things anywhere that has low light and low flow, and you're gonna have success. They come in so many different varieties, whether it be Discoma, whether it be Recordia, or it could be Rhodactis. You're gonna have pretty good luck with these guys. I've had mushrooms come to me that have been pale white just because they almost died in shipping. I've put them in my tank and they've colored up almost immediately. So the mushroom coral definitely has earned this spot by being a survivor and coming in so many awesome, cool colors, morphs, and shapes. So that's it for our video today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another On Reefer video. If you guys can, please like and subscribe this video. Really helps me out. And then also too, if you guys want to go follow me over on Instagram, I'd love to see what you guys are up to. Love to see what the reefing community is. I have a bunch of cool giveaways going on right now. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Reef on Reefers.